Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Thomas Grimm from ANiMOX. In the following slides, I want to introduce the working areas of our company, and I want to tell you a little bit about our application development with plant and animal-based bioproducts. ANiMOX is working in the development of sustainable processes with bio-based materials, and we are working from the development to the production processes. We are doing analysis of bio-based residues and detection of valuable ingredients. And our main working area is the contract development and contract production. We are doing R&D with industrial partners, institutes, and universities, and we are doing also a sample production of materials from the developed processes up to the kilogram scale. The recovery of bioproducts for industrial application is done at ANiMOX since 20 years. We are working here with bio-based materials and doing technology development, product development, and also R&D services for different customers. We are looking for bio-based raw materials. We are analyzing bio-based raw materials for our customer and doing also the evaluation of these materials, what can be done with these materials. We are developing different pretreatment steps to recover different material sources out of these raw materials, and we are doing also the process development for our partners. In the end, we are separating then side streams from the products and cleaning or spray drying these products, and we are analyzing the product and doing also process documentation. And so industrial steps can be developed, optimized, simulated, and transferred from our lab to industrial companies. We have a lot of processing steps established here for developing these production steps. We have pretreatment technologies like mincing, cutting, milling, or homogenization processes up to the 50 kilo scale. We have also the possibility to work here with chemical, enzymatic, and thermal extraction steps up to the 20 kilo scale per batch. And we have downstream technology like filtration, separation, or chromatography available. And in the end, we can concentrate, freeze, or spray dry the products to have it available in an industrial usable application form. And so we can do here sample productions for test for the customer or different other areas in 1 to 50 kilogram scale. We are using different bio-based materials like plant-based materials for technical application or feed application like biopolymers, coating, adhesives, and other. We're using animal-based materials also for technical and feed applications to develop additives and polymers, coatings, and so on. And we are using also raw materials for fermentation process. We are extracting these raw materials for different fermentation application, and we are cleaning also the materials so that they can be used for this application. We have, for the application of plant-based raw materials, with a lot of different ingredients like proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, or molecules. We are using press cakes from oil pressing, for instance, like rapeseed press cake or sunflower press cake. And from this material, our goal products are protein, partly carbohydrates for technical applications processes. We are also using extraction residues, for instance, from hops or hemp, for recovering of protein on partly also carbohydrates for technical and feed application. But we are also using different plant seeds like um, chestnut, potato, almond plant seeds to recover molecules or lipids for different technical application and developments. These developments we are doing with industrial partners and research projects, and we are developing here things like biopolymers, paint coatings, additives, adhesives, or detergents for these applications. With animal raw materials, we have to consider that this material cannot all used for all applications. We have to have in mind that the category 1 material, risk material, after with EU laws, cannot be used for technical application, but category 2 partly and category 3, are byproducts from the food processing industry, can be used for a lot of applications like chemical industry, fertilizer, and also for feed applications. And with these materials, we are doing also developments for customer or an R&D projects. We are using these raw materials, doing pre-treatment steps to make the proteins better available out of these raw materials, doing after an enzymatic or thermal treatment step and separation of these different byproducts which are in these materials like minerals, proteins, or fat. And then we cleaning these products, and we are concentrating or drying it in kilo scale and transfer after test these processes in the industrial scale. The technical applications for protein hydrolysates are in a lot of fields possible, like composites and chipboard development, like in films and coatings, in adhesives or surfactants, and also in filaments or fiber developments. And we also developing the protein application out of these byproducts for fermentation processes like the cultivation of microorganisms. We have tested a lot of different raw materials like rapeseed press cakes or hops extraction residues, or also linen press cakes or sunflower press cake. We have used these materials, extracted the and hydrolyzed the protein fraction in these materials, and then we have tested it against yeast extract for different cultivation processes, and we could show that these protein hydrolysates from these materials are able to use it for a lot of cultivation processes and to substitute materials like yeast extract or soy peptone, and to cultivate yeast or lactic acid bacteria in industrial processes. We are also doing in research project developments for the production of biopolymers. There we are working with a lot of other partners in this project, like Technical University and Polymer Developer. And our part in this project is a raw material development for the fermentation processes to have bio-based raw materials from different byproducts to have a sustainable process in the end. And we are doing also the sustainable polymer extraction out of these out of the cells after the fermentation processes to have a clean biopolymer for the application in different application companies. And yeah, in these developments, we are working now in the FARCode team here in the current research project. We are also doing developments in special areas like enzyme extraction from animal or plant-based materials. We're doing this process development and also sample production for customers which are working in this area. Here is an example for enzyme extraction and also separation of the enzymes and drying in the end, and also analyzing of these enzyme product and comparing the results with other industrial products. We are also doing biomolecule production at ANiMOX. We are using enzyme cascades to produce biomolecules like coenzyme A here out of this process, and then we are doing preparative cleaning steps to clean these biomolecules and have in the end with freeze drying steps pure products which can be sold to customers. I hope I could give you a good overview about the steps what we are doing, but we are looking also for partners to have more options in our developments. We are looking for partners for the implementation of bio-based materials in industrial processes, but we are also looking for partners for the collaboration for the scale-up of products from the 100 kilo to the ton scales, because as I told you, we are working here in a scale up to 20 to 50 kilo, but if we need larger scale productions, then it would be very helpful to have partners with production in the area of 100 kilo to ton scale. But we are also looking for raw materials and byproducts from industrial area which cannot currently used into useful application, and there we can join perhaps for development of using this byproduct. And we are looking also for industrial production processes or industrial products that should be switched to bio-based and sustainable processes. There we could be also helpful to integrate our materials or also other raw materials to come to a bio-based product. Now I thank you for your attention, and if you want to ask me questions, then you can do this in the online tool.